Starts fine, then dies, will never run. This happens to people every summer, and 90% of the time it's one of these three things. I'll walk you through all three. No guesswork, just fixing it. Let's go. These are all the tools you're gonna need. A socket wrench or a normal wrench. Socket wrench makes it a bit easier. A tray for the spill of petrol. A rag, of course. You need some cleaning agent for the carburetor, and pliers are helpful. For the anatomy of a lawnmower, I mean, look, it looks really advanced, but really it's extremely basic. There are three major components. First off is the air filter. The second part is the spark plug. The spark plug is always attached to a cord. Finally, you have the carburetor. The carburetor is always found adjacent to the air filter. You can see it by identifying a cup. Now in this particular model, we will open the cover for the air filter like so. Now as you can see, the filter itself is not covered in dirt or dust. It is, however, covered in petrol. That gives us a good indication of what could be wrong, as there shouldn't be petrol in this filter. If it is lightly covered in dust, you can always just knock it towards the table. Do not use high pressure air. Do not use any kind of chemical to clean the filter. You can always start the engine with the filter not attached. If it works, then you know the filter is bad. Easy. Now the second step is that we're gonna inspect the spark plug. This is often where the issue is, usually after a few years. Spark plug, once again, is very easy to find. Just remove the electric cable which is attached to it. Use a socket wrench. Remember that the socket needs to be a bit longer to reach all the way down. Just loosen it, take it out by hand, and then just inspect the electrode itself. The electrode is protruding from the body of the spark plug itself and is under the dome-shaped small little metal hook. And this is the part which needs to be cleaned. In this case, the spark plug is alright. If you need to replace your spark plug, the number of the spark plug and the model is always found on the ceramic part. As you can see here, usually you can find these very cheap, around $4 to $10 on the internet, perhaps even cheaper. If you need a new one, just buy one. You can, if you really need to get things working, you can try to clean it yourself, but otherwise just buy a new one. Attach it again, always start by hand and finish off with the socket wrench and tighten it in a moderate fashion. If your lawnmower still doesn't work, we're going to check the carburetor. You can access it without removing the air filter. You can just loosen the cup underneath and spray in some carburetor cleaner. For demonstrative purpose, I will remove the air filter and we are going to inspect parts of the carburetor. Remove the filter, use a socket wrench again to loosen two of the nuts and just pop it open. We will get access to the carburetor. As you can see, here is the air control valve on the carburetor. This enables more air in and gives you more power. In this case, we will loosen the screw here on the bottom. There is always some petrol coming out because there is petrol in reserve here. So keep something underneath to keep your workspace tidy. And use some gloves. Make sure to let it empty itself, and remember to keep all the parts saved, including the gasket. Don't lose it. In order to loosen the cup itself, you might have just to slightly bang on it with some metal with a tool. This will make it loose, and here you can see actually there is some debris which is here in the bottom. This is usually caused by having bad fuel. We have about 10% of ethanol based fuel here in Sweden, and this becomes bad during the winter. As you can see, all these spots which looks a bit like almost like fine sand or gravel, all this was inside my carburetor. This was possibly one of the causes. What you also can see here is that there is a lot of grime and a lot of other stuff which is still stuck, and this will need to be cleaned later. So we're now inspecting the carburetor. You can see the float, which is right here. It is attached to the needle valve, which allows fuel into the float bowl. Usually the issue is around here. This is where the fuel goes into the carburetor. It is usually enough to do this by trying to clean this part. You can use fine wire and then spray it with a lot of carburetor cleaner, and I mean a lot. That's usually enough. You can then reattach everything and it will usually start to work straight off. I'm gonna remove the carburetor to show it to you a little bit better. Now in this case, as I have seen a lot of petrol in my air filter, I know that the carburetor is overflowing my engine and there is most probably an issue with the needle valve. That means I need to access it, and I will show you this. And here is the needle valve. This is a piece of metal with some rubber on top, and the rubber works like a gasket. Now we have better access to all parts of the carburetor. I can spray straight into the different valves, and these are actually only two valves. This way goes to the carburetor, and this way it goes into the carburetor from the fuel line. So clean it, make sure you get as much dirt and grime off as you just can. Spray all parts with carburetor cleaner. Now as you reattach it, you can see a groove in the needle valve. You need to align it with the correct plastic part so that it goes up in that groove. If you get it above the groove, or if you get it misaligned, there might be an issue of petrol not reaching the carburetor, the float cup. That means it won't work. As you have it reattached it, make sure to activate the fuel line and see that the carburetor works as it should, just as it does here. If it does, just reattach everything. When reattaching parts of the carburetor, you need to be a bit careful. Snap on the float cup, reattach the screw, but remember there are usually parts of brass or aluminium here, so if you over tighten it, you might damage the brass, the aluminium, or even the gasket. So don't over tighten it. If it's too loose, you will see petrol leaking out, and if that's the case, you just need to attach it a little bit more. Never forget the gaskets, and then just reattach it step by step. So these 3 steps will ensure that you fix 90% of your issues and problems. It's a 90% chance just of watching this movie to get your lawnmower going, save a lot of money, save a lot of time and hassle. This doesn't take long to check these steps. And I mean, if this video helped you out, please hit the like button, please hit subscribe, it would help me out a lot. If you want me to do any more lawnmower videos, changing oil or sharpening the blades, just let me know in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one.